Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Field of Glory Empires as Pontus, episode number 17, I think, but I've kind of lost track. So, interesting. Let's take a look at the map. I've had a few people reminding me that Macedonia is quite dangerous. So we'll be keeping a close eye on them. Luckily for us right now, our diplomacy with them is pretty good. Diplomacy may save us in the end here. And I don't really think diplomacy is important with almost anyone else. I don't think that the Seleucid's only army is this 18. So I strongly suspect that they have one or two, maybe even three other armies, big armies, over 10, off fighting over in the east. So I don't want to be fighting a two-war front. Definitely want to take care of the Bosporans. To whatever point we want to take this war. So what I can do, I mean, it's going to leave an enemy, which is not ideal, but I can just, as soon as we get to the non-Greek territories, I can just end the war. So we can take this one, but I don't think there's any other Greek territory up here, so we can just take the Greek territory, and then we can just call a stop to the war. Kind of an interesting idea. I mean, the Bosporans will be very weak. They will be very weak after this. So we don't really have to concern ourselves much. Now, people pointed out that, thank you, by the way, for all the comments. I always read them, and I'm trying to act on them. This nation, this region actually had loyalty of 30 because basically they weren't all on money. Most of them were in food. There was only like 3 in money, but we were down to 33 because we just weren't doing loyalty. I mean, we weren't doing culture. I have no idea where this came from. I believe this region used to be rather loyal, but I might be mistaken. We just have some slaves causing like insane amounts of unrest, and even these citizens, I really don't understand. I have to tell you, I really don't understand where this unrest comes from and how to manage it. So if anybody has any ideas on this, I would really look forward to hearing from them or about them, because I don't know. This is a mechanic area that I don't fully understand yet, and I believe a lot of people are probably in the same boat. Don't understand this. So it'd be really nice to figure it out so I can share that information with everyone else. We're gaining population like mad. I think most of our focus has to go towards loyalty buildings. We don't have a whole lot of buildings to improve upon in the south, but up here we do have 2. So this area just built a smokehouse. Yeah. Got a new population. Wash house is not a bad option. Monument would be nice because 0 slot gives us culture. I don't think we're too worried about the culture right now. The CDR, we're sitting on top of the world basically. We just need to get those progress tokens. Hopefully that happens, but we're in the correct area. All we need to do is be in the top third. There's no benefit beyond that I'm aware of. So what looks good to me here is actually getting 6 money and 11 metal at the cost of 2 infrastructure. Now God knows we don't need metal, and God knows we don't need money. Okay, so when you put it that way, Tortuga, maybe we don't need this one. Yeah, and actually it does need iron. But we do have iron in areas nearby. I don't know, I guess the thing we're looking forward to most then is like culture type stuff. I mean, loyalty. We want loyalty stuff. I don't know what... Or conversion things, but I guess slaves are not impacted by that. I mean, we don't need money or metal. It's weird. Okay, we can get infrastructure and equipment from cavalry. This will require horses, which I guess there's a lot of places with horses. I mean, there's plenty of good options here. Wash house is good. This would be only good if we had stone. I think the infrastructure from the stables is going to be worth it, and the equipment. It'll give us some capacity to build troops up here. I don't think our equipment is very high, but I don't like doing it, but okay. Okay, let's do it. And then up here, similarly, we may end up building another military building. I really like the idea of fishery, but we have palisade, which I've been looking forward to for a long time. This is the one place where we need the palisade because it's connected by land to places places that may not like us, but I don't think Scythia's going to have a problem with us quite yet. We're distant. We're probably at like -15 or whatever the start is, or maybe it's 0. But they're in a war. I mean, they're actually the enemy of our enemy is our friend. So, in that sense, while Scythia exists here, now Samartians, yeah, they're cooperating with the Alani, and we were cooperating with the Alani. We still are. Okay, so we have a friend, kind of a friend of a friend in the Samartians, and an enemy of our enemy in the Scythians. So both of these people should be okay with us. Using that logic, but that's not necessarily the logic they're going to use. Anyway, I think what we'll do is we'll get the fishery. I just like it so much. Gives us fish, and a lot of things are going to benefit from that. Health manpower is also very good, but yeah, fish is fish. Loyalty is nice, but the decadence increase. I mean, frankly, I don't think it matters, the decadence part. But let's just do the fishery first. See if we can get palisade after that. I mean, there's lots of good options, so let's push on. Military-wise, what do we need to do? We're going to keep the siege up. So as far as I can tell, this red we can see, I believe this red means this place is blockaded now. The problem I had is I thought that like down here, yeah, so this exact province is the one. Although it shows the anchor here, you have to be in this sea region to blockade this region, Paphlagonia. So that's the one case. Maybe that's just a bug, but it led me to believe that this anchor is just tied to a province. Sorry. It's just tied to the region, but it's not. It's independent of the actual sea region you need to be in to blockade it. So I don't know, that may or may not be true, but if it's supposed to be true that this icon, I mean, obviously it should be. It's a bug in either case, in my opinion. This icon should definitely be in the sea region, which corresponds to blockading the land region. And it's either not the case here just because of a bug, or it's not the case because they didn't implement it that way, but they should have. All right. Anyway, we fought a battle. I don't know if that's the one where we crushed their whole land army, but I don't think so because I think that happened a few turns ago. So all we need to do is sit and wait for our land army to conquer this. And I'm also going to move this land army over to the place where we're having loyalty issues, just in case. And honestly, we really ought to be a lot more careful about building loyalty buildings. I think even when it comes to like pleasure house, stuff like that, I think they're just going to be important to do for loyalty. So, all right, that said, how's this rebuilding going? It's going very well. We're actually looking good. So we have our 4 warships, and we have 4 remaining light warships, which is it's sufficient. We have our 12. The pirate fleet, actually, I don't think we need them to stay there. We're probably going to conquer this pretty soon. So I'm going to move that group over there. I'll leave them there for one more turn, but after this we're going to send them about raiding. In fact, we'll set them to raid this turn. I think that they can raid and blockade at the same time. Maybe they can't. We'll find out. They're probably going to end up raiding this, which is not a place I'm going to care about. So let's end the turn. Oh, there was decisions. I forgot about the decisions, but the one decision that is expiring this turn is the one to exchange metal or money for manpower. I think, are they moving? Is this a battle? That's interesting. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. He has a 0 die roll as well because he's attacking. Now, who's on the defense here? Let me just do 1. Okay. Boy, that was brutal. Okay, they get the terrain defense still. Interesting. So you can move into a place which is besieged and then still get a defense bonus. Just wanted to double check that. So they actually have a benefit here. Oh my god, and then they get the defensive bonus from this guy as well. Okay, well, this means that we're going to take damage just like that, so thankfully it looks like our extra die rolls or our extra capabilities are going to be giving us a victory here. Yeah, wow, that was brutal. So we did take some like long-term damage. It's going to take this heavy infantry a little while to recover from that, but I think they get shoved to the back line while that happens, while they heal, so. We will not worry too much about that. Turn 70. We are over 10% through the game. It's amazing to think. I mean, almost to 20%, but that's still amazing to think. Is it 500 years or is it? Yeah, I think it's 500 years. So we are nearly at the top. Only one more token and then we can advance to the next stage of Empire. Right alongside Macedonia, it appears. Gather food. Produce more food instantly or... Sorry, produce more food or instantly gain food from the land. I think this is the one where we can just pay money. Yeah, we're going to pay money. Oh, you lose 10 loyalty points? Might not be a good time to do that then. Oh, we did raid this area. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but... the people of Paphlagonia felt that the abandoned local palace would be much more useful as a source of... Okay, sorry, that's the different thing. We raided here. The local forces crushed the invaders. Okay, so it didn't matter. It just means that our... These guys had a small effectiveness loss. We'll just let them go recover that at home. And we'll leave our other ships here. Yeah, funny enough, it's showing our Pontus fleet. These guys, they have full effectiveness, but it shows them tattered. I don't know if that's because they're out of supply still, but okay. Anyway, Fortune Teller was built here. Let's see what we can put in over there. Blacksmith is really good. We have the infrastructure bonus, which is something I'm looking forward to getting. Street parlor, money and culture. I do like that, but I think I like the infrastructure, money and metal more. The infrastructure is actually what I prefer the most. Charcoal, we could produce more coal. I think we have that nearby. Yeah, so I think I'll go with blacksmith here. Seems like a pretty solid choice. We completed the blacksmith here, speaking of blacksmiths. And now we're looking for... Okay, slot 0. Not a big deal. We can get more lumber. We can get food and health from aqueduct. I honestly think that we should be going for loyalty at all costs at this point. Now the third monument here will end up... I mean, the monument will be the third culture building. So that may unlock some new things for us. It's a 0 slot usage. I think it's just good to do. Infrastructure is pretty good here at 37. I definitely do want more infrastructure buildings here, but for now, I think we can wait on it with 37. That's pretty good. I mean, because we're basically dumping all of our population into infrastructure. And honestly, that's what we should be doing. Population of 13 here. I mean, I'm willing to even put even more into that. So let's do the monument. Yeah, I'm pretty... Okay. Stables is also a good option. It does give us infrastructure. It finishes in 2 turns, which is also nice. And it gives us equipment. As I already mentioned, it's nice to have some equipment. Yeah, I think we'll end up doing like crazy infrastructure. Wow, we can get the market in 1 turn now. Well, the monument's down to 2 turns, so we'll just leave it on the monument. Received a progress token. Paphlagonia gave us the 25 infrastructure and gather food. Okay, so let's just look at the other decisions. We lost the one where you would trade people for money or food or metal. Then we also have metal, which can be traded for money or people. We also have the... wait, this is the people one. For money or metal. Metal or money. So the other one must have been money for something else. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We're not going to do any of those. We're in great shape along all those fronts. Justice in Ancient Times. I guess this would be interesting to do. I think the minor one is just plain nice. Let's just do it, because we do have places which are close to unrest. Gather mercenaries from local allies. I don't think so. It's just going to... I mean, not that money's an issue right now, but it's just going to cost us money, essentially. 1,500 money. Not even that bad. I mean, we have the money for it. The 10 loyalty for extra food. Well, I don't think we want to do that. Honestly, I would rather sacrifice food for loyalty at this point. The other way around. Okay, so that's done. We did that. And progress token. Very good. So, not much to do in this turn. We could actually decide to do our assault. Did we, by the way... Did not manage to inflict casualties on the defenders. Okay. So the battle continues here. Whoops. They have 10 people in there. Besiege, +2, siege should be quick, but unbreached walls, 2 of 2. Yeah, we need to breach the walls first before we do anything. So let's just sit on that. Some people here, they're only at 52, even with all those people working culture. These guys are also very low. 3 more turns. I actually think that we should not worry about food here. We should move everyone to infrastructure. Need to build things faster because we need to get loyalty faster. So whenever you're not like on the verge of revolting, please just build as much as we can loyalty institutions or buildings. Give us loyalty. Everything else looks fine. So it looks like, by the way, the break off point is exactly 50. So 50 were okay. Revolt risk 0. Excuse me. Move one more, and now we're at 2%, which is, I believe, 3 minus 0.5 because of the change from martial law. Because it was at 3 before when I didn't have troops in here. That was last episode. I probably should have just shown you. Did I already show? Maybe I might have. It was a 3 up here and then 33 or whatever. And moving all these people in brought it down from 2 to 0 as soon as we crossed the 50 mark. And we can see that here as well. So it looks like you just got to keep people above 50%. 50% happy is all they need. However, at least if they're less happy than that, armies reduce the amount of actual revolt risk. 2% is pretty low. I mean, we always want 0, but if we don't have 0, having 2% seems manageable. Okay, so got a lot of buildings which look like they're going to finish next turn. You know what? I don't know why this group is actually showing that they're like fatigued, but I think, reacting to it, unfortunately, I'm going to leave the pirates here. Because they do not need food, and they might even be able to recover effectiveness away from home. We'll find out. Okay, next turn. Two turns in 20 minutes, a little bit less than I would like to get through. Have we gone 2 or 3? I don't know. It's hard to keep track of even one turn in this game. We're still in a comfortable zone where we can manage all of our regions, but eventually, at some point, we're going to have to let the AI start picking the buildings. I mean, that's always made me very nervous. Oh, look, we're up to a stable empire. And so is Macedonia. We both made the transition together, hand in hand. Look at this money. Look at this manpower. Oh my gosh, we're just really sitting good. We have found a new ally, maybe. We might have found a new ally. Alani proposed we form an alliance. Well, let's view this. I want probably not to do that. Our nation is now more stable. Pontus is gaining momentum and strength compared to its neighbors. I do want to view this. What does this do? Modifiers? Doesn't say anything about being stable or whatever. So maybe it's... Culture bonus 30%. I don't know why that's there. It's is that just from being Greek? Yeah, 15% bonus here. And... oh, empires get a 15% bonus, but they also get 10% more decadence. Got it. Interesting. I feel like they've really balanced this game pretty well. Wow, our CDR is actually insane. It's 2-1. And this far into the game, I feel like that's not easy to establish. Okay, Iranian rebels have conquered Babylonia, which was the seat of power of the Seleucids. Wow. The Seleucids have dissolved. What? Holy cow. Well, I mean, obviously, we need to start taking territory, so immediately we're just going to gather a massive army. I think regular infantry is going to be sufficient. We'll take probably some light cavalry as well. Oh, here we have provincial cavalry. I just assume it's better, even though, like, I think I did the math on this one, and it's not that much better. 1, 1, 2, 6, 3. This one doesn't even have range stuff. It's just Anatolian cavalry, which, yeah, I don't know. Is that any good? It is a skirmisher. Cataphracts seem pretty cool. Also very expensive, but that's not a concern for us right now. So yeah, actually, you know what? Decisions. We'll take the army. 1,500. It's just mere pocket change for us. We'll take it. And we'll just dismiss people if we don't like it. With the loyalty situation being as it is, that we know... oh, yeah, again, we just would rather not do that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And we'll also probably build some more units as I was starting to do. So you're getting me 2 regular infantry. And... can't recruit any of these things, which is fine. So let's just go with 1 Anatolian cavalry. 1 light cavalry, go over here. We can get more Pontic Archers, which I think are very useful in combinations with pretty much anything else. And again, I think, okay, we'll just, okay, let's do it this way. Let's build the regular infantry here. We can get 2 and 2. And here, let's not do the regular infantry, let's do the heavy infantry. Yeah, okay, this is fine. And in fact, we'll just keep upping the Pontic Archers. Okay, we can get 3. I think that's sufficient. It's going to be a lot of forces, but we need to start taking territory like crazy. Because all this is just free for the taking suddenly. Yeah, so this is, I don't know, this is actually crazy. We need to start grabbing land like just very, very, very quickly. Alright, what is your possible defense? I wish I knew. You will defend with approximately 6 units in a mountain terrain, so we do need more to be able to actually combat you. And you're up to revolt risk now because everyone seems to be getting mad here. Why are you guys so angry? Alright, well, we'll just keep shifting. I mean, we put the army there. They're going to be leaving anyway, but... put as many people into infrastructure as we can to push things along in the neighboring region, the one that's having problems. Yeah, loyalty's not much better there, but it's not getting worse like it appears to be in the other one. Monument was finished here. Alright, we are at our cap. So make sure whatever we're doing... ooh, wow. This is pretty good because it does give us loyalty. I see regional roads, so thankfully I don't have to choose this because it will take up a slot, but this will not. So that's, I mean, this makes our decision for us. Not going to think twice about it, just wanted to look at the other options anyway. Loyalty? Yes. And taxation, which we don't really care about. Decadence increase, well, we're willing to pay that at this point because we just need the loyalty bonus. Like, your loyalty is just barely over it as well. You can think about loyalty bonus as an increase in money as well, because it means it's less people will have to work CDR. So it's an increase in anything. It's an increase in food, or infrastructure, or money, depending on what we want to use the people who no longer have to be used to keep loyalty. Yeah, so everything else around here looks good. You actually should be gaining food because we do need... I wonder if I should actually start bulldozing some things. The Thimla will disappear at population of what? 15? 16. Okay. We still have a little bit of time left. Okay, we have more things we can do up here as well. First of all, I should see what we finished. A monument. Okay. Here's our loyalty at the cost of decadence, but again, the decadence doesn't seem that big of a deal. The palisades we can convert to a slotless -1 infrastructure, but I don't think that's that bad. I mean, I still like that. Slot usage reduction makes them more defensible. Of course, I love the herbalist. We do have both wool and cattle, I guess, in this area, which is causing farm to give us 12 food, which is quite good. I think I'd rather do herbalist over farm, and I think I'd rather do city walls over both. Loyalty, 78. Now that I know that 50 is the cutoff point, I'm like, okay, this is something I didn't really process before I began recording today. So it's not something I knew until I looked today at that difference between 49 and 50. And the big jump between 2.5% revolt, or 3% without an army there, and 0%. So, it's a big deal. That said, I still don't think city walls is that bad over here. Well, I guess this is the place we need city walls the most. Okay, so let's do the gambling ring. It does... Yeah, I think this loyalty bonus is just good, and we'll take the decadence hit. We're trending in the right direction. We just need to make sure that we don't gain too much momentum in terms of decadence, that we can't combat it. But I think we'll be okay. Okay, 0 slot usage. Anchorage just seems like a great choice. Gets us our third trade building. Not to say that there aren't other good choices up here, because there are. I think almost everything here, including Fortune Teller, is pretty good. What's loyalty here? 71? I mean, it's just impossible, in my opinion, to bypass Anchorage. How are we doing here? We inflicted a few casualties against the defenders. We can actually, I mean, I don't know why I didn't do this. We can actually take a look at what their army looks like. A lot of urban militia, 2 palace guards, which are only at 2 out of 3 effectiveness. And their regular infantry is just done for. Okay, so it says here, unbreached walls is 2 out of 2. If we can just breach a wall, I think I will go in for the attack. But we'd probably win the battle as it is right now. Pontus fleet has been weakened by lack of supply. Okay, that was the one that we already sent home. So these guys should actually be fine. Well, they lost 1 effectiveness point, but they'll regain it very quickly. And it turns out that yes, pirates do regain effectiveness even just while sitting at sea. Interesting. Oh, we actually gained more population here. We don't really want any more health buildings here, I guess. I'd rather have decrease in health. Okay, so let's start planning our raids, I guess. Let's move here. And everyone will join up there. We'll start trying to conquer new places. So we have, I thought we built a lot of units, right? 4 queued. A lot more queued here. Okay, that's good. I think that's what we want. This is at least the province capital, right? Yeah, good. So the land units will appear here, and then also, I believe, here. Yeah, Governor's Palace. Okay, so these are the 2 places those units will appear, which means you being here does not mean anything. You should... Can you get here? You can get there in 1 turn. So it just depends on who I want to join up with. If I go here, we get there the next turn. Why not? Okay, so let's merge them here. Which means this unit is not going to be available. I think we're just going to start splashing everywhere. Just take 1 army. The The alternative is to actually build up 2 separate armies, and I think we can actually do both. We can do one huge army and a second smaller one to take maybe some of the smaller provinces, like population 13, 12, those are big. Population 2. With 6 units, I know we just mainly need to focus on Pontic Archers, which are extremely expensive initially, 130 even, but after that they're not that expensive because they're just normal archers. They have 3 manpower and 13 money for upkeep, which is less manpower but a little bit more money than some of the other stuff. So we'll probably just give them some regular infantry as well. I mean, it's crazy. We're building all that next turn. It's an entire army by itself, which actually that's what it will be. I think this is actually just going to be the mountain raiding group. Let's see how many we can get in there. Okay, we can get 10, which I think we'll go with an even split 5 and 5. Okay, we can't do that. We have to get the Pontic Archers, which means 4 and 6, which against the forces here should still be good. Okay, I think so. We'll have a frontage of 6, which means the 2 wings will be Pontic Archers. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, good. So this group will go here. They'll merge with... They have 2 archers, and they won't gain any more archers. We'll probably have to do some shuffling eventually, but... Yeah, I mean, we actually want more archers. Well, it doesn't matter. It's fine. We have enough for something here. And then this group will build... They'll only be 8 big. That's not big enough. I don't want Lydian archers, though. What are these like? Metal, which we have tons of right now. Let's go ahead and get one more of these. And 2 heavy, regular. Okay, we'll do this, and then after this, we'll just produce a bunch more Pontic Archers to send down to support us. So yeah, okay, this will be a huge army in the end, but we have the money for it. So what else are you gonna do with the money? Okay, anything else we need to do? I think everything's set. Let's change back to regions. Okay, good here. Good there. We made this. Fantastic. All right, good. End the turn. Just make sure there's not any decisions we need. We're doing the Gather Missionaries. Maybe we don't want to do it. Okay, let's just do it. We can always disband them. It's like a practice. It's a lot of money to be just practicing with, but we're at plus 250. Let's see what that looks like at the end of the next turn. Amazing, though, that the Seleucids collapse. That's like takes a lot of... Oh, the Alani have actually moved in. I'm actually happy they took that. Oh, and it looks like we took... Did we just take... We gained 2 progress tokens. So yeah, we did. We got a progress token, and then we gained one for besieging the city, and then it just fell to us. Boy, the Seleucids have 1,290 points, but, you know, also you can kiss them goodbye. So what did it get them in the end? Okay, good. That's fantastic. We didn't even have to waste any troops. Got it for free. Didn't have to assault like I was expecting we would. Decadence is a bit high here. What is it? Wow. This will actually be climbing to a resting point of 11.5 as well. I think that Oration Tribune is like fantastic. It'll give us 6 loyalty at the cost of 2 infrastructure. Look, I don't actually think that that's a good trade in general, but with loyalty being the main issue we're facing right now, it seems to make a lot of sense to me. So let's just do it without thinking. And let's just move some of the people into infrastructure. We don't need to grow very much right now. I think that our main focus should just be on building buildings and not as much on the... By the way, did I choose the alliance with these guys? I forgot. Oh, they are still asking. Okay, Lonnie, you guys are cooperating with the Sarmatians and the Scipians. You're only at war with the Bosporans, and you're at peace with the Colchis. So peace with the Colchis means you don't like them. I don't have any, like, dog in this race. My only fear is that... Will Macedonia care if we have the Alanis as an ally? Can I view this empire? Can I view you guys? I don't think so. I kind of want to see like the general overview. So they are cordial. We're 31 relations, which is good. They're a tribal horde, which is I don't think that good. Not really where we'd want them to be. So Alanis, let's just take a look and see. Armies, battle, CDR. Don't really care about that. Legacy. What about CDR ratio? CDR. Where are the Alani here? It's going to be very hard for me to find them, I think. Okay, let's just do it this way. I don't think they're here. Bosporans are not doing good. 47 Nubia. Now let's scroll this one. Ah, there they are, 32. Okay, good. Stable tribal horde. Their CDR is what exactly is it? The ratio 0.51. Wow, it's amazing that our ratio is just really that high. I kind of wanted to find out a little bit more about them. Oh, okay. Is this the way I can do it? Amazing. This is. So they have 34 total. Land power of 50. I don't know what that means. Oh, this was their army somehow. I'll have to compare this to myself in a moment. Money is 800 estimated. Income is 0. Manpower 50 plus 30. 600 metal plus that. And I guess you don't talk about... Oh, that's actually everything. Those are the 3 categories. Let's go back to myself. Pontus. Yeah, so we have land power of 254 and naval power of 112. Yeah, our land army is about 5 times... Wow, that's significantly larger. At the same time, we did also just make a huge army. Okay, let's give these guys a leader. They already have one who is relentless. Actually, that's perfect. He doesn't need a defensive bonus. Slave markets. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sell slaves. Get rid of them. Oh, mountain with blizzard. Can we get anywhere this turn? Well, that's a bummer. Can you guys get anywhere? 2 turns. Oh, apparently the harsh weather is really paying off for all the places we want to go. So Judea is just going to continue to expand. Are we still cooperating with Judea? Because, you know, they might start kind of rubbing me the wrong way with this. Anyway, we have a lot of buildings and stuff we need to check into. That was not a very fast turn. We only got 4 turns done, this one. But we have a lot to do, and there's no way I'm going to finish in 40 minutes. I think that we'll just move beyond the 40-minute mark this time. Loyalty. That's very important to us, but can also be bypassed since you do have pretty high loyalty on your own for some reason. Not sure why. It's never too late to do this, though. I mean, we have 5 culture bonus for marble. I think we'll just do it. And the orchard, that's not what gives us anything. Yeah. Okay. So it's 10 food. That's not bad, but it doesn't provide anything for us as well. Wow, this is Gladiator School? I forgot we're doing Gladiator School, which gives us loyalty of 16. That's amazing. I guess we'll find out how good that is in a little bit. But 62, now I know. It's like, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, this is bad. But it's also not that bad because we're about to sell some slaves, and on top of that, we're about to gain loyalty. I wonder if the loyalty bonus and stuff like that just plays with the unrest numbers. I don't fully understand it, as I said. I really wish I did. Okay, we have this one. I see regional roads. I probably just have to click that. Wells is pretty good. Palisades is also nice. I mean, what province is this? Yeah, not one that really needs to... it does border the Macedonians. I would love to do Palisades. I would love to. However, I think regional roads is just impossible to bypass, to overlook. It's just so good. Conversion bonus for cult site. We don't have any non-Hellenic people, so that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, regional roads it is. You guys gotta get your loyalty up in like a very big way. Bank seems amazing. Actually, there's some decisions which rely on a bank. I may have to choose that one. I think I've seen banks as like the... Can you do this or not? Land units, no. Emergency levy, no. Paris, no. Okay, well, none of the ones I'm looking at right now need it, but... Now that 10% loyalty bonus seems like easier to circumvent. Just by putting more people... No, I think we're fine. Okay. How you doing, by the way? Because you've been amazing. Yeah, good military. We do need to continue to take our Hellenic areas, so let's go march on that. And that's going to require the pirates to move north as well. We'll go over here. We'll let them raid over there as well. I think they'll just be defeated again, but so be it. So we'll take this land, and then we'll take that land, and then probably just negotiate peace with the Bosporans and let the Scythians and the Sarmatians fight for the remains of their carcass. So just hope if the Alani take this as a Betis, even though it is in Alania, if they take that, I will be upset, because that is my Greek people. Those are my people. This place, by the way, is... Wait. Which is the area that is not happy? Let's just take a look at one at a time here. Stables has been built here. We do have a loyalty bonus here. I think we're going to go with that. I do like Vineyard as well. Can be imported from Calibia, but, I mean... Loyalty is already bad here, and it's only population of 11. Ooh, wow, 10 food and 6 money, 8 bonus. Coastal Market seems really good as well. Now let's... I know infrastructure is not doing very good up here, but I think that Oration Tribune... First of all, Coastal Market is amazing. I don't know, man. I think we will do it. Coastal Market, because it gives us such a good amount of food and money, and just it's hard to avoid. Okay, so you finished your anchorage. Palisade, damn it. You're not the source of the province capital, which is where? Here, okay. So unfortunately that doesn't... I mean, so... doesn't help us to build training grounds here. Or maybe it does. Okay, so actually this does... For slot usage is 0. Which is nice. Coin maker. Well, the monument's always a safe fallback. If we need anything. I mean, I like the training grounds. It needs flax, which is a local trade good. But sometimes it's nice to let someone else get the local trade good, which just moves it there. You still have it in your original province. But at the same time, it means that we can build it for free here, basically. I don't know. I don't think the training ground is going to be useful here. The only reason I'm considering doing it is because, oh no, it's a free slot. It would be our second of 3, and the Palisades would eventually be our third of 3 military buildings if we want to expand to higher tiers, but I don't think this is where I want my military base. up in the Crimea. Monument also has 0 slot usage. It's probably just better for us overall. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay, these all have buildings now. You guys are surprisingly doing okay with your new situation. That's right, because we do have that savior, the Soter, whatever, which makes us the savior of the people. Okay, so loyalty. We definitely need loyalty buildings here. Monument isn't exactly what I was looking forward to, but oh, that's right, the bank. But if we do the bank, it's going to be 14 turns of waiting. But if we don't do the bank, it's like the chances of us getting it again is so low. We didn't see anything which requires it, though. Banks improve commerce overall. The wealthy will also pay more taxes because of it. Gives us 49 money, increases decadence by 0.2. This needs gold, which we don't have. That kind of sells it for me. I think we will just skip it and go to Palisade, which is basically going to act as a reset. Oh, will that be our last slot? No, we will have one more slot. Well, in that case, maybe we should choose Monument, which is a 0 slot option. Decisions, or Public Bath, which is pretty good. Actually, we don't really want any more health. Things are growing a little too quickly as it is, funny enough. Yeah, the gold import, does not strike me as a good thing, even though it is trading with the Macedonians, which we're happy to do. I think this is the winner. This is never, I don't think Monument is a bad thing, so we'll choose it. And do we have other buildings we need to think about? That bank was a tough one, though. If I find out that there is some decisions we need a bank for, I will be a little disappointed. I didn't think about that one a little bit more, but that's also just part of the way you learn these games. Make mistakes, and then vow never to make them again. Yes, I don't really know how to proceed with the armies. I think we'll move this one here, which makes sense to me. Is an army of 10 even going to be enough? Yes, with the mercenaries. Oh my gosh, heavy infantry. What the heck are these guys? They're carrying like a huge shield. And normal cavalry, and mercenary cavalry, and skirmishers, and light cavalry. Okay, well, it's a lot of forces. I think the closest region to this one is the one we're in. So I'm going to get this guy to go over here. They'll merge. You need your own leader, which is a 1-0. That's perfect. Movement penalty. Well, not ideal, but we will make it here, and I think we'll have enough to... I think from there we'll be able to get to at least here. Population of 8. Might actually present some issues, so what if we go here instead? And we'll be in position, I think, to take this, which is... It is Caucasian, but if we build more... I don't know, it might not be worth conquering that one. It's definitely worth conquering this one, but... Okay, let's try to conquer this one instead. We'll leave that one to the Armenians. I don't know if we need to. I mean, but at the same time, there's like no value. What does this have as a trade good? Nothing. Yeah, forget it. Let's just go here. Okay, so let me wrap this video up. Went 48 minutes. A little bit, well, yeah, definitely a little bit longer than I expected. But I think we're, again, just making nice progress. Conquer that. We gain progress tokens. We're doing good. I think we're in good shape. Obviously, we're very happy not to have to go to war against Macedonia, but all those armies I was contemplating the Seleucids might have, well, they all became irrelevant. So until the next episode, thanks for watching and take care.